Let the darkness melt like sugar in your veins. Let the coffee kiss your soul and soothe your pain.
Hey, welcome back to another Marvel Strike Force video. Well, today I'm going to go over quite a bit. Well, previously in some of my videos, I mentioned that I used to work for Marvel Comics. And it dawned on me that I should essentially put my money where my mouth is and prove that I work for Marvel. So in the description below, you'll find a link to some of the work on Marvel's website that I've done. They don't have nearly all of what I've done on there, like the hardcovers that we worked on for 2.5 years, which is originally they were going to put out a hardcover every month, but that ended up being too much work for us. So we ended up doing one every 2 months. Anyway, so you find the link in the description. You can even Google Marvel and then my name, and you'll find a whole bunch more. So anyway, the reason why I play this game is because of the connection that I've had to the characters. I put 12 plus years of my life working on these characters on the Marvel Handbooks. And one of the greatest things that I was able to do is with Human Torch and his entire history. No one with the handbooks, in case anyone who doesn't know, what it is a biography of history of the entire character, and then it goes and describes the character's powers and abilities and other things. So in the history of the Human Torch, no one took the time to explain how he can breathe. I mean, fire needs oxygen to continue, but in the comics they show him having oxygen removed, like when he goes up in space and stuff like that, and his fire doesn't work. So how can he breathe? I was able to, with approval of the editors, explain that he has so much control over his powers, which he showed in Fantastic Four #1, that he subconsciously filters air through the flames in order to breathe. So that was one of the huge things for me with the Human Torch. And for those handbooks, we had to have, if we wrote the entry for the character, we had to own every single copy of that character, which means I've had first appearance all the way to the last appearance, every comic that he appeared in. I owned it. I was lucky at the time because Marvel, before they had their online comics, they licensed out their comic books to a company to scan and have digital copies on a disc. That's the only way I was able to get to view Fantastic Four 1 through whatever. So, but anyway, so yes, I have huge investment in these characters, especially right now with I wrote the Exiles handbook entry, meaning I had to go through read every single issue of Exiles, which I gladly did because I'm a huge fan of the comic book. So then now we got Morph, who's an exile, and we got She-Hulk, who is in the Exiles. We got Sabretooth, and we have other characters that could be swapped out. So right now is a great time as a fan of those characters to be playing the game. So anyway, that's a little bit about my history. Oh, not only did I work on the handbooks, but I was lucky enough to work in the background on numerous other things, like the Deadpool movie. I was able to work on that. Thor movie, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. TV series, the Daredevil Netflix series, the Punisher Netflix series, behind the scenes stuff. It was done because I enjoyed the work and the characters and stuff that I was doing. This is how I know that the people working on this game enjoy the game. They're not there to deceive anybody. And I know I was told that I couldn't do certain things, or I had to do certain things by editorial or marketing, which marketing, in case you didn't know, controls a lot of companies. You think the CEOs and stuff control it. Chances are the marketing, they're like, this is the way, because the CEO tells them to make money, marketing does it. So this Battle Pass or Angel right now, I can guarantee it's pretty much marketing. They have to find a way to make movie or money for the company, and that's why everything is changing. Marketing is out there doing it. So it's not the developers. The developers have to develop a system that the marketing wants to be done. Again, this is my experience working behind the scenes, dealing with this type of stuff. So take it with what you will. I can tell you right now, it's definitely not Dorky Dad or Pathfinder or anyone else, but it's marketing. So after that, let's get on to what I specifically did. I took 2 days off from the game on purpose so I could show you this screen right here and prove that they are punishing you for not playing. I'm sure you already knew this, but for this video, I'm showing it that if you want to log in, after you log in for 7 days, then you can get your streak bonus. So in other words, forcing you to log in. And if you don't log in, you got that fear of missing out. So to catch up to number 7, I have to spend resources, which I could have automatically done. So you come here, do your collecting, jump through the hoops of this. So here we go. So you do your daily objectives. You got to go through all these. Jump through your hoops to get your gold. Come over here, jump through your hoops for your boosts to get your boosts. Each individual game now has different rewards, when it all used to be balanced, where you could choose where you want to get your rewards from. Now they're forcing you to. You have to do raids. You have to do Cosmic Crucible. You have to do Blitz. You have to do Arena. All of that in order to get the same amount of gear and rewards that you got before. So with the boosts, they're punishing you for not playing. Well, they're also going to punish you for playing. These chapter boosts, every 3 months, you're putting your time, your effort, you're coming in, jumping through the hoops at the demand of you. See right here, collect all. I'm jumping through the hoop to get the rewards. See if I can come over here and boost my stuff. But all of this time that I am investing in the game, they're going to remove in 3 months. They're wiping it all clean and making you start from scratch. And then another 3 months of jumping through the hoops, going through everything that they want you. They're going to wipe that away again. So my question is to all of you, and it's a serious question, where's the fun in that? You work hard, you're spending your time, and your time is your most valuable commodity on anything for a game. And they're going to take they don't care about your time. It's just take it away. So that's one huge thing with this game. And because of stuff like this, I guess another content creator has quit, which I'll mention that who it was at the end, because, that's really not the important thing. But at the same time, it kind of is, because everything that they're doing, they're just pushing players away, content creators. The content creators are putting their time and effort in further and helping promote the game by playing and putting it online. So that will be, and I'll have timestamps down for this as well. So, tips on finding characters to build. That's a huge thing, especially if you're free to play. What you want to do is you want to come over to Epic Campaigns. And the best way to find out who you should invest your time and effort in is use the big spenders. Find out what they've wasted, or I won't say wasted, what they've used their resources on, and what has worked for the games. So you don't second guess on what you should do, who you should invest in, and that way you're not wasting your time. And when you do this, like say if you're on Dark Dimension 4 here, you don't want to focus on Dark Dimension 4. You don't want to come over here on leaderboard. You want to come over here. See, these are all the characters that they used to defeat this stage. So each one, you can come here, find out. So these are the characters that you want to spend your resources on. However, don't fall in a trap of just looking what's in front of you. You always want to look all the way over here, skip all of this, even though you're not going to be doing it, and come to the newest Dark Dimension. You want to click on that, and you want to look here. So, not every free-to-player is not going to have high evolutionary. You might have Odin. You might have Xavier. You should probably have Quasar, but again, you may not. And the same thing with Damien. So what you do is scroll down. Most people will have Fantastic Four, Null, and Thanos Endgame. So there you go. That is a team that you can focus on. But you want to make sure that how often these characters show up in all of this. So just keep track, because you'll see that these characters are recurring in, throughout different nodes. And it's real easy. You see that these work. People have already gone through, and it's worked for them. You may or may not have Sentry, but then again, you don't necessarily have to have Sentry. He works. Good for this mobile one, but you can always invest in other things to the point where you should get Sentry by the time you get to here. So don't worry about not having him. He's going to be more available, just like Null was. See, right here we go. Fantastic Four, Null. And then you can move downwards. Blue Marvel, I wouldn't worry about him. He would be a later on type thing, because he's not part of the power crept of the 3.0. However, if you still want to go for him, feel free. Just look right here, and you can find out again. Here we have Fantastic Four. So that's two areas that the Fantastic Four showed up. Damien Hellstrom. Winterguard. See, he didn't even have his built up that much. Same thing with Havoc. Wasn't built up that much. So then skip to the next one. And so you just want to look at your roster and compare it to everything here. And then that's who you want to focus on. I will say this. Old Man Logan is one that you want to highly invest in. He appears in every single mode. When you get Apocalypse, he has appeared in nearly all of the modes as well, but not as much as Old Man Logan. So it's just a matter of coming through here, looking through what they've used. Insidious 6 with Vulture and Shocker. Those are a team that you want to use and invest in highly because they will carry you through a lot because of their speed. See, there goes Apocalypse right there. So just do a little, take time, go through here, find out what has worked for the people that have already gone through, and just utilize your roster and compare it to everything. So right here, you have this team, Spider Society. Will you need them past this point? It's doubtful. But if you already have them, and if you can, and you're trying to go for this character, the Dark Super Scroll, which Super Scroll will help you later on, then put the minimum amount that you need to in order to get to here. Don't go beyond that. Just do the minimum. And then from here on, invest in the other characters. Characters that, and what you also want to do is look at not just Dark Dimension. You want to look at teams that work in War, Cosmic Crucible, and the other areas. Sorry, I'm having a brain fart. So that's how you figure out for the free-to-play and even for the medium spenders, figure that out, and so you're not wasting your resources. Because it's easy to do, especially if you're new, and especially if you're free to play, you're wondering, how am I supposed to catch up with the Krakens or the whales? Don't worry about trying to catch up to them because you never will. Just enjoy the game the way that you want to enjoy it and utilize your characters as much as you can. So if you happen to be a alliance leader and you're trying to recruit people because people keep leaving the game, my alliance has had problem after problem trying to recruit. There are numerous ways that you can recruit. One of the ways is you come into your alliance, go to alliance domination. Nope, my fault. Oh, yeah. No, I'm sorry. Alliance members. Now, this one's tricky because you got to be careful what you do, but it can help out. Click on Switch Alliance. And right here, these are alliances that are looking for members as well. But if you come down, this one has 20 out of 24. You can click on it, see the level that they have, pick somebody. Don't pick a captain or the leader. Odds are they won't want to go, but you can still, ask them. So you would just click on that, visit, invite, or the better thing to do is add contact and talk to them first. This is the semi-impolite way to do it. Adding contact to talk is a more polite way. Just say, hey, are you looking to move to another alliance? Because if you look at here, they have lower power characters or members, but they're probably trying to help out. Or sometimes the higher power character players are just tired and want to join another alliance. You don't know. Only way to find out is by asking. So that's one method. Another method is you can go into war. Go to leaderboard. Go go to Find Me. So these are the areas of the other alliances in your area, meaning your ranking. You don't want to go to the number one teams and stuff like that because they won't leave their alliance. So you come down here and you do the same thing. Click on one. Find whoever you feel like inviting. Visit. Add contact. Ask them if they're looking for one, or invite. Another method, Cosmic Crucible. Like I said, I didn't log in for 2 days. You can go to the leagues. Oh, I'm sorry, season. Okay, I guess you can't do it because there's a game going on right now. But you normally go to season and you repeat the same thing. Then you can also go on a website. They have those on there where you can find people on the website to join. You can also go to social media like Facebook, Reddit. Actually, I would stay away from Reddit. But Facebook, they have numerous alliances. You can use Discord as well. Go there. Hey, we're looking for a new member. Set what requirements you want. That way you can hurry. Odds are you'll be able to get somebody fast. So that is my tips on how to recruit. If you found any other ones, other ways, please mention it in the comments below. That way we can help out other alliances fill their rosters because people are just dropping off, leaving. We've had a couple of people not log in because they've quit and they've left. And then while I was off, apparently there was another controversy of gold. Some people got 2 billion in gold. Some got 630 million because of a glitch. Scopely's response was, we will take care of it and go remove that gold from those players instead of giving everybody the same amount. So trust issues with Scopely has been a huge thing. So are we really going to trust that they're going to go and remove the gold, even if that person has already spent that gold? How are they going to track it? I doubt they are. So this game is exploit the game as fast as you can because that's the only way that you're going to get rewarded for them. Because when they say that they're going to give out compensation, it's really just a joke of what the other person's people got. So there's another trust issue right there. And then, of course, bugs. Bugs happen with all games. So don't worry about the bugs. I mean, worry about the bugs, yes. But every game has bugs. It's just a factor of gaming these days. It's rare to find a game that does not have any bugs, especially one that is constantly updated. Because when a game gets updated, certain things slip through the crack, and therefore creates issues. Don't forget to log in and get I guess you were able to get either 50 shards of High Evolutionary or 50 shards of Executioner or 100 shards of both. So don't forget to do that. And the Executioner is in the store, but he's on rotation. One I would try less to worry about when you're upgrading characters is in order to get to a nihilist and other characters like that, I would focus less on teams that are only good in Cosmic Crucible. Hang on, let me take a drink. The reason why that is because odds are they're not going to help you in the epic campaigns. So, with all of that said, the content creator, they're not a huge one. They're not a big one or anything like that. However, it's still another content creator, one that's helping get the word out, and another player being lost. And that would be me. I am done with this game. Like I said, I have investment beyond this game in these characters. Years of my life into it, and it's not fun when I'm forced to play the game. What is fun is when the game is enjoyable. Elder Scrolls Online, I put in another video showing how Bethesda respects the players. Xbox, which is a system that I use to play on, they've lowered prices. I mean, you don't see Scopely here lowering prices at all. And it seems that when it becomes a money grab, and that's all this game is becoming, is a money grab. For example, Annihilus and Jeff the Landshark. Jeff the Landshark is a character that a lot of alliances do not have maxed out because of you only get them through a war. So the only ones that got them maxed out right off the bat was the high spenders and the higher end in the wars. They got them maxed out and everything's good for them. You know, we try our best. You play the war and you get rewarded 35 shards. That's going to take an entire year to get them all the way up to there. That's not a reward for playing Alliance War. So then my alliance, for example, doesn't have him past 4, I think. And they're already buffing him because he is null and void, because there's ways around to getting him. And how do they buff him? You have to pay for the awakened abilities. And then same thing with Annihilus. People found a way to beat him. Those that spent their money on a character complained. They spent a lot of money to get that character, only to find out that he can be easily beaten. So they gave him a buff. And I can understand that. They put a lot of money into getting that character. And speaking of getting that character, the pass. Free to play, you have to log in every single day and you have to get all the way to the end to unlock Angel. So they say, hey, it's free to play, can get him. Well, that's true if you jump through their hoops, because it's going to come all the way to 100. If you don't log in every day, if you don't get active, you're not going to get them. So it's not just a, hey, we're going to give them to you. It's, again, go through the hoops, go through the motions, logging in every day, doing all the stuff that it require and want you to do. And that, again, that's not fun. So the game that I am going to be, after I leave here, is going to be Watchers of Realms. This game I have found to be very enjoyable. Sorry about the dogs barking. I think we're getting a delivery. So I'm going to pause it while they're barking. Okay, I'm back. Again, sorry about that. We got a delivery and, dogs are dogs. So anyway, this game I'm enjoying. It doesn't force you to log in. It rewards you. They have a whole bunch of characters to get. It's the gacha and the banner system. In case you don't know what that is you summon characters based on for playing the game. Like right here, summon. I have 6 of them. But they have a huge event going on next week where massive new characters coming out. So I'm not going to summon these now. I'm going to wait until next week and build up more. Same thing with these. And they have a pity system where it depends on the type of pity system. See right here, chances up to 200 times. That means I have a higher chance during specific times. If you look at the calendar, oh, that's not it. Still learning all the events. So if you look at the calendar, it tells you this way you can plan ahead. You know what characters are coming out. And these don't cost anything. All you do is save your shards, wait for the time, spend them, and get your roster. Right now, these are some of the characters I have right now. The green are going to be trash. What you can do is sell those. I'm sorry, maybe the green and the gray. Again, like I said, still learning. But it's essentially a tank, a healer, damage dealers. Same concept, Marvel Strike Force, except for they're not Marvel characters. It has a whole bunch of content that you can do. When I first started playing this, I literally spent 2 hours just enjoying the game because there's so much to do. And that's what I like about Elder Scrolls Online is there is so much content. You don't run out of things to do. Marvel Strike Force, they force you to do stuff. And then once you do it, what do? So here you have storyline. You have guilds that you can join, and guilds fight together to do certain battles. You have a quest that you can do. You have campaigns. You have an event going on. And it's just, like I said, hugely enjoyable. Come through here, you got chapters. See, I just did this from playing, and I'm being rewarded. And on top of that, you can even come in here. I like this right here. Let me expand it. Click on this. You can auto fight. And you get these by just playing the game, and they give them to you. So you come here, click on how many times you want to auto fight. It uses your energy. Start. I could walk away and go eat dinner and come back, and I have played and progressed in the game. It's a huge quality of life right there. And it's, I could literally put it on here and go to work and come back from work, or going outside and playing, or not playing, doing yard work, come back in, and I progress in the game. Massive quality of life. Yes, they have it with Marvel Strike Force, but it's only one battle at a time. You can't click a whole bunch and just go through the battles automatically. Like this right here. And it's not just an automatic, okay, quick win. It takes a while for it to do. Hence, your ability to walk away and do other things and come back, and you've got your rewards. So this is one huge factor I like about the game. And they have new characters coming out. So if you, just like Marvel Strike Force, so if you are getting tired of playing Marvel Strike Force or would like to try something new, I would suggest trying this game out. It's a tower defense, meaning you place characters in certain areas along a path, and they attack the enemies trying to get to from the left screen to the right screen, or the right screen to the left screen. It's essentially how I believe DC Dark Legion is. Except for this one is more fun than Dark Legion. I've tried that before and I didn't enjoy it. especially with that one, it's hugely monetized. This one you are not forced to do it to get ahead. Will that help? Of course, just like any game. But here it's just more enjoyable, and you're not required to do it, and you just play the game. That's the more important thing is about any game that you play is if you're enjoying it. And this even has some music on here that's relaxing. I almost fell asleep playing it because the music that they have, which you can switch between, is just so calming and relaxing. So again, this is what I'm going to be moving my channel to. So I'll be doing the Elder Scrolls Online. I've been working on stuff for that. I got a huge thieving build that I'm going to be putting up soon. And this one right here, I'm going to start figuring out how to get content instead of just playing. But again, I'm learning it more. So I'm learning it along the way. If there's any players that have been playing this for a while and have any tips, please put them in a comments. I would love to hear it. So that's what I'm doing from now on. If you are playing the game, Marvel Strike Force, and you're enjoying it, continue doing it. Because don't let anybody stop you from doing something that you enjoy. And that's the huge thing is everyone has their own difference, whether you enjoyed them or not. You're the player. It's your time. If you feel you're being respected, if you feel you're enjoying it and being treated right, and then continue playing it. Let's see right here. You can choose whichever ones that you want. So again, I'll be moving this from now on. I hope you guys are having a great day. It's going to be a nice sunny day here for a change, which is nice because we've had some cold weather lately, but things are looking warm. I'm supposed to get 80 degrees. So I'm like, yes. And I'm going to go out and do some yard work while I play this, I think. Get some rewards while I'm rewarding myself out in the sun. So thank you for checking this out. For those that stayed along the ride for Marvel Strike Force, thank you very much. I hope you guys are enjoying the game. I hope you have a great day, and I will catch you around. So you guys all have a wonderful time, and thanks for stopping by. And if you're new, please like and subscribe. And if you decide to unsubscribe, that is understandable, because this is a game that you're probably following if you're not going to. So you guys all have a great day. Thanks. Bye.